All right, lads, we got a rest day today, so thought I'd show you a little bit of like kind of what I get to eat, right? So this is going to be toward, I mean, what am I saying? This is kind of like focused towards cutting, okay? So like foods I'm gonna eat to kind of trim down some body fat while maintaining muscle. So a little bit, that's obviously going to be different. The biggest difference is, you're eating less. But there are some tricks and things to do to stay fuller for longer, kind of feel satiated. But also, there are a little bit more important things. So no matter what you do when you eat in a surplus, as it gets bigger and bigger too, it's just kind of really filling, bloating, and it's hard on your system. It's kind of more inflaming. It's definitely nice to get a break from that. And the quality of foods definitely matter for both, of course. But when you want to maintain muscle, it's very easy to lose muscle if you do too much of a deficit, especially too quick, and your hormones will crash, and it just does not feel great. I've been there. So this isn't like a complete grocery haul, because if it was, I would have a lot more. Because, I don't cook. I can't cook in just a one room, I have no stove or oven. So this is kind of just like ready to go. I have a toaster and a microwave. That's kind of what you got to work with, right? So the first thing, I'll just go over here. The first thing, gallon of skim milk, and I'll explain why. This goes for bulking and cutting. So for bulking, I'll use this for cereal. I'll use it for protein shakes. I'll use it, just to get vitamins down, a cup of milk. There's no fat. Definitely tastes a little watery without the fat. If you need to get calories in, I would definitely do whole milk, because you're going to get a lot more calories per cup. This is only 90 calories per serving. That's pretty low. This is all carbs and protein. The reason why I do this for both, so for bulking, I just am guaranteed to get enough fats in per day, like with eating everything else. So I just don't need more. Maybe later in a bulk, I might next time, just because it's easier to get more calories in and I don't think about it. But for a cut, this is going to be kind of like, make sure I get over the line of protein and carbs that I need per day. It's low in calorie. I mean, shit, this is perfect. So I would definitely recommend using water in your protein shakes, though. If you are close to your, limit, you don't want to go over, because then you're not going to lose any weight. Your calorie limit is what I'm talking about there. But if you have enough room, skim milk is the way to go, at least in my opinion. Next, I got two of these. Love this shit. 000. So there's no fat, 7 carbs, 15 protein. And the serving size is like, what, 2? Yeah, 2. Well, 1 container. Whoa. Yeah, 1 container is, there's 3 servings per carton. So this is, I guess technically that means 2. 2 is the serving size, but it says, it tracks it as 1. So yeah, I usually eat them in 2, at least 2 at a time. Because that's 30 grams of protein. Great way to start your day. This is going to be easy on your digestion. Low in calorie, good quality protein. I mean, it's dairy. Yogurt, man. And a great way to also include this, if you're massing, just add granola. Granola is any kind of granola. Maybe don't do high fiber unless you're going to use it before bed. I would recommend to eat your fiber before bed. Fucking don't want to have a slow digestion and feel bloated before your workout. So, but these are perfect. I love that shit. Next, we got some carbohydrates. This has got to be the most fulfilling carb thing. Like, dude, 50 calories per. That's nothing. And it's all carbs. 11 grams of carbs, no protein, no fat. Rice cakes, apple cinnamon. Tastes amazing. The only negative to this is that they fucking crumb like a mofo. So, but that's worth it. It's so worth it. So yeah, literally says 50 calories per. They taste great. Put some honey on top. It's perfect pre-workout. We know this by now. These are absolute must for cutting. I honestly don't eat these when I'm bulking because they're so filling. I want to be hungry, every 2, 3, 4 hours. And if I eat 10 of these, I'm not going to be, I'm going to be pretty full. And that's not that many calories. So, a whole sleeve is like 7 of them. So that's like, shit. I don't even know how many calories that is. Like 300. Not that many for how much food you're actually eating. Next, and this is kind of part 1. So I was out of turkey. I would get turkey, maybe some sort of cheese as well, but turkey in general, like turkey slices, and then some bread. So this is they call it Dave's Killer Bread. It is killer for sure, because this is going to be like 1 gram of fat, 14 carbs, 3 protein, and it's got some fiber in there too. So shit, this is like a great lunch or something, right? Or maybe a post-workout meal. Make a sandwich. There's 60 slices in this, and that's 1 slice is a serving, so you could definitely add up on the calories. But 60 calories, 2 slices, 120 calories. That's a perfect sandwich, and that's not fat at all. So Dave's Bread is a W. Absolute. It's not a must, but it's definitely gonna help. Now these, I've spoken about these before. Holy crap, dude. If you are cutting and you have a sweet tooth, oranges are the way to go. And I'm not kidding when I say that. I crave stuff like chocolate and sugar all the time. Oranges have virtually no calories. I don't want to say none. Like if you eat, these are baby oranges, so they're even less. But if you eat a real sized orange, I doubt that's even 100 calories. They don't even put the serving on here. But like, what is it? 130 grams of oranges is like 60 or 70 calories. I don't know. I can't remember, but dude, oranges, they're so sweet. Like you could eat like 6 of them and be chilling, dude. Got fiber too. Highly recommend oranges if you're cutting. And I eat them when I'm bulking too. It's a great source of potassium. Next is a staple. Got some rice. I got the cilantro, lime, and jasmine rice. Just for flavor. I'm sick of white rice. Not that I can't eat that shit, but 4 of these will last me a little bit. I have to go home and cook. I bring some beef up here so I can get some more red meat in. Eating beef when masking can definitely be a sort of a challenge because that shit's filling. But I still recommend it because of how great of a source of protein and all the nutrients that are in red meat. And you can also soak that shit in butter and stuff to make it a little bit more unhealthy, I guess, and add more calories. I would not do that if I'm cutting though. So I just put a little bit of oil, like spray oil, just to cook them, right? And then I'll eat it with some of this. One of these is like, 230 calories. It's like 46 carbs. That's a lot of carbs. So, but that's a lot of rice. So I think rice is a go-to. And that is all I got up here. But something I would recommend is more fruit. So I do actually have bananas over there, and I eat a lot of grapes, blueberries. I think you should definitely eat a lot of fruit. That's a great source of nutrients along with fiber, depending on the right fruit. I got some honey. So honey is a go-to for sure. It's a great carb source. And then I also got some tortillas already. So tortillas are going to be a little bit more difficult on a cut because they can have a lot of calories. Those ones over there, I think they have like 200 something. And then you got to put something in it. You're not going to eat a plain tortilla. So just the tiniest amount of I do honey when I'm cutting. And then if I'm got enough calories, I'll do a little bit of peanut butter. And that's just to get fiber in. So fiber is definitely important, especially when you're bulking. I would say when you're bulking. Definitely try to get majority of your fiber in within your last meal. Most definitely after lifting, because you do not want to have a slow digestion. You'll feel bloated. Just everything that you don't want before a workout is what you'll get if you eat fiber before a workout. So definitely love that shit. That's all I really got. I would get egg whites for cutting if I could. And I would still eat eggs too. Just be more careful about that because eggs have fat, and that can add up quick. A calorie, there's 9 calories per gram of fat. That shit will add up quick. And then, yeah, egg whites are pretty good. As far as like sauces, stick to 0-calorie sauces or low-calorie sauces. So like mustard, buffalo. You can get around sugar-free ketchup, sugar-free barbecue. There are things you can do to replace what you're already using for lower calorie options. Remember, this is calories in, calories out. We know this. That's how you lose weight. That's how you lose body fat. Don't think that because you're losing weight, you're losing fat, okay? Obviously, at first, I'm losing glycogen, but the weight you want to lose, you want it to be fat. So you don't want to just see the scale dropping, especially if you're kind of like this physique. If you're obese, losing weight is probably the biggest thing. You just don't want all that inflammation and pressure on your body. So I think if you're fat, losing weight in general is going to be better. But remember, muscle's definitely heavier than fat. So if you put on 10 pounds of muscle but lose 20 pounds of fat, I think you'll be the same, or you'll be definitely like heavier. So you might even gain weight. So that's how that works. But shit, 20 pounds of muscle is a lot. I gotta refrigerate this and go do some cardio. That's all I got for today. It's a rest day. I had a busy ass day. Get some groceries. I'll get this up. I'm just trying to be informational. I think that shit was pretty valuable. I mean, it looks. We got some good stuff, goodies here, man. Maybe I could do a full day of eating or something. Got legs tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Hit some legs. Definitely need to grow them. Remember, I'm not even like cutting yet. I'm if anything a very small deficit, but pretty much maintenance for now. Next Monday, I think will be the start of kind of like the first legitimate purpose deficit, and I'll be tracking every little thing. Hey, if you don't got one of these, definitely get a scale. I'm bringing that shit everywhere. Judge me all you want. I'm the one that's putting in the work. If you want to sit there and judge, that's on you. So that's all I got, brothers. Fuck yeah, baby.